the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolute...
Watching! What? I can't believe what we just saw. I can't believe that didn't miss.
She throws her back in. She's headed out of the ring.
Looking for a little more breathing room. Put into the corner. What could be next?
In just a matter of minutes, we'll have our second queen of the ring. The first, of course, being Zelina Vega.
But you've got to believe that Zelina will want a shot at whichever woman wins this. She beat the woman now known as Piper Niven that night, so you know Queen Zelina can strike down an enemy of any size.
And she saw that coming from Jax.
Brought in the hard way.
Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective from here. Valkyria retaliates.
Using the cranium.
Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start. For Lyra.
Wow. Undefeated for 3 weeks.
Nice takedown, stack for the pin.
Powering out in 1.
Clearly, she's still got a lot of fight left in her. Boom, piercing the sternum. She gets taken into the corner, needs to get out. Stuck in the tree of woe and just having their face stomped.
Confidence is always a key for Nia Jax. She comes into every match thinking she hasn't won.
But when you have this business in your blood like Nia does, that confidence is genetic.
But ever since the Irresistible Force returned to WWE 8 months ago, her confidence has been on another level.
And she's gaining even more confidence as this match progresses. Jax may just be unstoppable now.
And it appears that the crown is now within reach for Jax.
Well, if you didn't see things going this way, you're a fool.
Using the elbow to escape the attack.
Several reversals, neither superstar able to penetrate their opponent's defenses.
By the hair, whipped across the ring.
That ain't right.
Slam down. There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with. For Lyra, not nearly as much.
Yeah, I can imagine it'll be easy for Valkyria to pick up Nia Jax and drop her with the Nightwing.
Please, let... Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, going to climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night, Annihilator.
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE and Triple H going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new Queen.
I'm sure you will agree with your wise man. Many WWE superstars say they will do whatever it takes in order to achieve success. Quite often, it's a bunch of BS. But if you're lucky, you may run into someone who is willing to look out for the group. Someone willing to make sacrifices. And for this family, there was no one better than Rikishi. After the Head Shrinkers run in WWE came to an end, Rikishi, then known as Fatu, would go on
It's a miracle Austin survived being run over by Rikishi. Now a pissed off Texas Rattlesnake is on the loose and out for revenge.
It took Austin almost a year to recover from the injuries he suffered in that heinous attack.
Here we go.
Whoa, what a landing!
Completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that.
And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to him.
Rock might be innocent in this whole ordeal, but I feel that somewhere inside his soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi's done. The Rock is proud to have Rikishi and his family.
No, Corey, what kind of lies are you trying to spread? We've heard Rock say Rikishi deserves what Austin is going to bring him. There's no family pride in that statement.
I'm just saying that blood is thicker than water, and it's been an easier ride for Rock without Austin in the picture, and that's thanks to Rikishi.
Sounds more like Rikishi is trying to take credit for all The Rock's success. And he comes in under the ropes now. He's leaving the ring now. No count.
Austin and Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the Rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
All of that venom, all the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now.
Remember, this is no...
And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All that he wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth.
Cobra clutch. Got it cinched in.
Fading fast.
And the Russian leg sweep. And Rikishi lately has been calling himself a visionary, a pioneer. All a bunch of garbage, if you ask me.
Well, those aren't self-imposed labels, Cole. Those labels are coming from the family, coming from a group of wrestling legends who are proud of Rikishi for standing up and making a change in this business.
I have a few labels for Rikishi. Coward, liar, embarrassment. Those fit him well.
Boom, right in the button. Punch lands. Loving blow.
Rikishi feeling the pride of his family with every ounce of damage he delivers to Stone Cold.
Counters to gain the advantage.
the abdomen gets them out of that.
And we know how despicable Rikishi has been, but to throw vinegar on the rattlesnake's nest, Rikishi goes and destroys Austin's truck with a sledgehammer.
That'll have no fury like a man who has his car tampered with. It's just extra motivation for every fist Austin lands in this fight.
Corey, Austin has been out of in-ring action for nearly a year. Does any possible ring rust factor into this match?
Well, maybe if this actually was a match, but this isn't about arm drags. It's not about drop kicks. From the top, down.
Here's the cover.
Could be it.
And still hanging on.
At this point in the match, that could have gone either way. Austin building up speed.
Can he do it? Kicks out.
Almost inhuman at this point.
Taking the action to the outside.
Might be taking a breather here.
Headed back into the ring.
Dominating shoulder tackle. There's been a lot of vitriol coming from fans towards Rikishi these past few weeks, and this Albany crowd is continuing that pattern of disdain.
You think Rikishi cares about the fans, though? No, not at all. He truly believes he's done something for his family, for his people. His family's respect is the only respect he's desperate for. Austin is like a man possessed. It's been almost a year since Austin's been in the ring. And Austin gets stopped in his tracks. Attacked in the midsection. Shot. And Rikishi. Enjoying how he's worn down the rattlesnake throughout this match.
And I bet The Rock is smiling about it, too.
Oh, stop that nonsense, Corey.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Running power slam.
Scary mindset for the rattlesnake. And Rikishi slows Austin down with a thunderous right.
Austin's in trouble. And now
Oh,
steel
no.
chair. Oh, and Austin, he just averted disaster there.
And now Austin gonna deliver the punishment with the steel chair.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too far at this point.
I don't think the rattlesnake has taken it far enough, Corey. Austin wants to put Rikishi's life in danger, just like Rikishi did to him.
Rikishi hoisting up his opponent.
Rikishi's right.
Rikishi got all of it.
Turning it into a pin for the win. Rikishi somehow defangs the rattlesnake. Damn it.
The winner of this bout, Rikishi!
His arrival signaled impending doom. His very presence was enough to intimidate even the bravest WWE competitor. His name itself simply meant the end. And if you found yourself standing across the ring from Umaga, you were most certainly coming to the own road. The younger brother of Rikishi, Umaga, was every bit
The following contest is scheduled.
The past doesn't matter. Here's where it counts. Here is where it's settled. The prize is on the...
Here we go with the WWE Championship on the line. John Cena versus the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga. Big fight feel here in this building.
The undefeated Umaga has set his sights on Cena, and there's nothing left standing in his way. Umaga doesn't just want to beat John. Take off all the way to the outside. That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible courage to even attempt that.
And don't expect much of a wrestling match in this one. Expect more of a brawl. This is not going to look pretty. It's going to get ugly. This is two trains on a track to a head-on collision.
Toe to toe, it's going to be bad, it's going to be bloody, and it will come down to who wants it more.
Boom, gets blasted into the steel steps. And you just see Cena's legs bent awkwardly off the steel steps. Umaga really pinpointed a target with that attack.
I don't know if it was strategic on the part of Umaga or just a result of his rampage, but either way, taking out Cena's found.
Double leg takedown. Gonna stack that up here. Look at pin. Cover.
We're going to shut this down.
For the title, new champ. And the champion gets a shoulder up just before. 4-2.
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet. A rare position for Cena in this fight. We can't often say that John's overpowered in a matchup, but this 360-plus pound Samoan bulldozer is more than a formidable opponent.
Listen, sometimes when there's a fight, you're not always going to be the biggest. You're not always going to be the strongest. And even if that is the case for Cena tonight, John Cena has never met a fight he didn't like.
Cena will try to gain strength from this capacity crowd in Kansas City, but not even that may be enough to stop a rampaging Umaga. Stamina is going to be a key factor in this match tonight. Can Cena weather Umaga's vicious attacks? Can Umaga keep up the offensive pressure as Cena drags this into deep waters?
I think you're right, Cole. This might just come down to who has more gas in the tank.
Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do. Be it HBK, Triple H, Kane, the list goes on and on. No one has been able to beat Umaga.
Since debuting in last year's WrestleMania, he's never been pinned, never been submitted. Umaga is a man who's decimated every single thing in his path. It's not hyperbole to call him a dangerous and deadly savage.
Oh, man.
Right across the larynx. Oh, my God. Goodness.
And with the attacks, Umaga has been delivering. You have to think about internal injuries mounting on Cena now. Umaga is truly a specimen to marvel at, Corey. And his handler, Armando Alejandro Estrada, knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
There's a difference between thoroughbreds and Umaga, though, Cole. Thoroughbreds can be tamed. Umaga cannot. Estrada can only serve as a mouthpiece for Umaga. He can only help direct Umaga's blind brutality. I think even Estrada knows no one can control the Samoan bulldozer. Oh, right to the throat. Oof.
Cena with a reversal. And his core might be a bigger target now.
Kick to the gut. Oh, brutal forearm.
Big back body drop.
What elevation. Double leg takedown. Got the shoulders down.
Now the pin for the championship.
The champ with the pin.
To become champion. And a strong kick out in one.
Surprised to not even get a 2 count at this point.
And down a little backdrop.
Devastating kick. Ouch.
Oh,
Overwhelming offense now from Umaga.
Cena has no response for Umaga's savage and brutal offense.
Here we go. You ready for it? Choke slam!
And I could look at Umaga, and he reminds me of Yokozuna, whose unmatched thickness and size is an orthodox offense.
Look at Umaga's thighs, his calves. They give him a great power and a great base. It makes him almost impossible to knock off his feet.
He's thick, he's strong, he's nasty.
Lift off.
Off the top, diving hammer strike.
Brought in the hard way.
Cena now taking the brunt of the attack.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now.
Caught him right in the jaw.
Ugh, what a shot.
And Cena flattened in the corner.
Umaga's just overpowering him. Look at the strength. Into the corner, just setting Cena up.
You have to start to ask yourself, is the end of John Cena near?
I think so. Look
Out
out.
a headbutt. No one has been able to stop Umaga. No one. And Corey, you know there's no force equal to being on the receiving end of a headbutt from Umaga.
It's in Umaga's DNA. Generations have perfected the art of using their own skull as a weapon that could stop an elephant. And his core remains the focus here.
Every blow taking more of his breath away.
Belly to belly.
Sometimes I look at Umaga and it just scares me. I think he forgets that he's even in a championship match. Estrada is very aware of it, but Umaga sometimes looks oblivious to what's going on, other than the fact that he knows he's supposed.
Cena powering up his opponent into position for the AA. Did the champ just close this out?
Whoa! What just... I can't.
Agreed, Saxton. Looks like there's no limit to how much damage this superstar can absorb.
And Cena looks a little surprised. He's not used to being on this side of a kick out. Not looking good in this position.
Big slam. Two powerhouses, a championship on the line. We knew this would be a battle.
Umaga and Cena aren't giving up any ground here.
Oh, sliding back into the ring.
He doesn't have much time to get back in the ring.
John Cena and Umaga battling here for the WWE Championship. Will John Cena halt the Samoan Bulldozer's path to destruction?
Cena's going to have to go all out to accomplish that. No one has been able to withstand Umaga thus far. This brutal Samoan has made a mockery of his challengers and is perhaps the ultimate super heavyweight.
John Cena and Umaga battling here for the WWE Championship. Will John Cena halt the Samoan Bulldozer's path to destruction?
Cena's going to have to go all out to accomplish that. No one has been able to withstand Umaga thus far. This brutal Samoan has made a mockery.
On the apron.
Counter from Umaga. Such a unique situation for the champion John Cena tonight. This could be the first time in Cena's career that he comes in as an underdog champion.
That's a credit to the challenger. Anybody would be an underdog against a man that's undefeated. Umaga simply looks unbeatable.
But John will fight you as long as he's breathing. That's the Cena style.
Taking flight.
Look out below!
No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
Stamina is going to be a key factor in this match tonight. Can Cena weather Umaga's vicious attacks? Can Umaga keep up the offensive pressure as Cena drags this into deep waters?
I think you're right, Cole. This might just come down to who has more gas in the tank.
And you just see Cena's legs bent awkwardly off the steel steps. Umaga really pinpointed a target with that attack.
I don't know if it was strategic on the part of Umaga or just a result of his rampage, but either way, taking out Cena's foundation is going to sway the power advantage into Umaga's favor now.
Umaga is truly a specimen to marvel at, Corey, and his handler, Alejandro Estrada, knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
There's a difference between thoroughbreds and Umaga, though, Cole. Thoroughbreds can be tamed.
Cena with a shoulder tackle, and there comes Big Match John.
Don't throw up. And closes the door. That's got to crush your spirit. Kick to the gut. Oh, brutal forearm. Shot to the throat.
Umaga proving to be a relentless super heavyweight, determined on becoming the WWE champion tonight. Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do, be it HBK, Triple H, Kane, the list goes on and on. No one has been able to beat Umaga.
Since debuting in last year's WrestleMania, he's never been pinned. So much for the submission hold. He just lets go.
His grip strength might have run out.
And Umaga is in control.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now. Crucial turnaround there because Cena was falling behind.
This might be the moment he was waiting for. His comeback could start here. Rapid fire Samoan drop.
Oh, what a clubbing blow.
A rare position for Cena in this fight. We can't often say that John's overpowered in a matchup, but this 360-plus-pound Samoan bulldozer is more than a formidable opponent.
Listen, sometimes when there's a fight, you're not always going to be the biggest. You're not always going to be the strongest. And even if that is the case for Cena tonight, John Cena has never met a fight he didn't like.
Cena will try to gain strength. Nice takedown. Stack them up. The champ is pinned. We might have a new champion here. And he breaks the count quickly.
Getting the shoulder up before 2 tells me the end is not near.
Shoulder tackle after shoulder tackle. And Umaga, of course, coming from a very rich heritage. Some of the greatest athletes in any sport come from the Samoan heritage.
Umaga's aggressiveness can be traced back to his bloodline. When you're fighting a Samoan, you are battling a tough, scary human being. Vicious double axe handle.
Sent right into the corner. Crushed in the corner. Oh, man, what a strong kick. Ooh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
Oh, hold on. Things turn around quickly. I could look at Umaga, and he reminds me of Yokozuna. His unmatched thickness and size is an orthodox offense.
Look at Umaga's thighs, his calves. They give him a great power and a great base. It makes him almost impossible to knock off his feet.
He's thick, he's strong, he's nasty, and he won't be slowed down.
The Samoan bulldozer is all fired up.
And Cena flattened.
And Corey, you know there's no force equal to being on the receiving end of a headbutt from Umaga.
It's in Umaga's DNA. Generations have perfected the art of using their own skull as a weapon that could stop an elephant.
Pulls their opponent in, belly to belly. Sometimes I look at Umaga and it just scares me. I think he forgets that he's even in a championship match. Estrada is very aware of it, but Umaga sometimes looks oblivious to what's going on, other than the fact that he knows he's supposed to hurt his opponent.
Having no conscience is what has set Umaga apart. If he gets confused and the bloodthirst takes over, that's where Estrada becomes useful by directing Umaga back to the ultimate goal.
I think Umaga just doesn't know when to stop attacking. He has no sense of what it means to pull back on the reins, so to speak. Just like that, Cena gets intercepted.
This'll do it. Umaga!
Oh, Samoan spike.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this. This'll do it. Umaga! Samoan spike! We might see a new champion for him.
The champ kicks out at 2.
This is complete insanity.
Still holding on to the title by the skin of their teeth.
And now the Samoan Bulldogs are going to have to dig a little deeper to close this one out.
The cover!
New champion, an undefeated champion.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE.
Hey, in WWE, things move really fast. If you aren't present in the moment, it can feel like a year goes by in only 2 or 3 minutes. That's why you always have to make time to make sure that you check. Hold on. Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes? Stop. Can you believe I'm actually doing Eric Bischoff's shtick? In the early 2000s, few words sent a shudder through the roster like the words 3 minutes, summoning the fearsome duo of Rosie and Jamal.
Here we go with AOP and 3-minute warning going head-to-head. This is an Extreme Rules match, and it's a good thing it is, because neither one of these teams likes to play by the rules or limit their aggressive tendencies.
There is nothing on the minds of these men except dealing as much damage to one another as possible. Both 3-minute warning and the AOP excel at brutalizing their opponents and inflicting massive amounts of pain. But only one of them can be the best at it.
We can safely predict that this is going to be an exceptionally gruesome and painful match to watch.
Watch for the hardcore style of 3-minute warning. Both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, brought up to be tough. Rosie and Jamal have a rough tenacity.
A duo that couldn't care less about headlocks. They're just all about beating the hell out of you. 3-minute warning's thug-like tactics need to be respected.
Rosie and Jamal only care about one thing, and that's the winner's purse.
AOP and 3-minute warning both love to bring the pain to their opponents. But I'm not sure AOP's ready for the pure chaos that is 3-minute warning. That ability to be totally unpredictable could play in 3-minute warning's favor.
Interesting point, Corey. AOP likes to slowly grind their opponents into dust, but 3-minute warning are always looking for a quick, dominant win.
Man, Rosie and Jamal, Akam and Razor, representing the biggest, most imposing teams WWE has ever seen. Both teams don't care what the motive is, don't care who.
Incoming! You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense. But I can't say it didn't pay off. Great athleticism.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat.
Hooked up. Nothing fancy there. Spinning Uranagi. Boom! Ooh, merciless looking blow.
That'll turn your lights out.
Aggressive shove there.
He's finding himself in some territory he does not want to be in.
This is what we expect out of Extreme Rules. No one is safe.
Pay special attention to Rosie in this matchup. 6'5", 375 pounds. The man can run a 40-yard dash in 4.8 seconds. This guy is a pure athlete.
Rosie played high school football with a legendary running back before playing college ball in Hawaii. Hold on, is he thinking of a submission here?
Targeting the shoulder with the claw.
It's hooked in deep. Escape and a takedown. And a third. There's the pin.
The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now. Slam! What impact.
Rosie and Jamal tell their victims that they will feel the 3-minute warning. What does that mean, Corey?
Well, it means a lot of superstars will get run over by the pain train, and it's only going to feel like the law.
Into the choke slam.
And a beauty. No, stops the count at 2.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3.
This could be it. He could win it all here.
And you guys think he's just
Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 1,300 combined pounds collided.
Pompeo locked in.
Death Valley driver.
That's it. 3-minute warning or done.
Climbing up the corner.
Taking flight.
Grabbing anything from under the ring is beyond unfair. It's just downright evil.
Counter. Saw it coming.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
And now with the kendo stick in hand, he's ready to do some real damage.
Rosie lining him up from the top.
From the top.
He looks absolutely dead on his feet.
It's time to catch that second, maybe even third win. Oh my goodness, what an impactful STO.
I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a yard sale. Oh, man, come on now. Not a sledgehammer.
First up top. Diving knee drop. Blast off.
Oh, he bends that off.
We knew this would be a grueling and punishing match, but AOP and 3-minute warning are exceeding all expectations.
Has an answer for... Up they go.
Did the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
On target. Shoulders down. Ray's arm might be down for the count.
Going in for the win here.
Yeah, no. He doesn't get the 3.
That is just pure instinct at this point.
What's it going to take to put this match away? Samoan drop.
Oh, going right into the pin.
2. Rosie and Jamal survive Extreme Rules.
Here are your winners, Rosie.
We've come to the part of the showcase where we get to talk about Tamina. Ever since walking in WWE, shoulder to shoulder with the Usos, Tamina's alliance with this dynasty has never been in question.
I remember watching Monday Night Raw and I seen Tamina debut with my brother. It was a pretty cool, dynamic, right? Two of my brothers and Tamina.
Together, Tamina and the Usos helped each other navigate through a trial-filled first year in WWE.
There's a big fight coming. Natalya, another superstar. Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime. No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Remember, the first woman to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase and become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No countouts, no disqualifications in this match.
Everybody is coming in with a different strategy, but remaining close is the key. Luck is going to play a part, but you'll increase your odds if you stay close to a ladder and close to the briefcase.
Drop kick. Right on the money. Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before, it could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Oh, elbow right to the breadbasket for their troubles.
And heavy hands to follow.
Nothing was being held back with each of those strikes. Clearing off the announce table. This can't be good.
Nothing but bad intentions in mind, I'm sure.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Hope you got your running shoes tied tight, boys. We might need to bolt out of here.
Could be considered an unexpectedly rookie mistake from the veteran Natalya.
Yeah, as Becky's trademark brashness continues to serve her well in this one.
And back into the ring she goes.
What are we going to see here?
What a hamstring. The contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
Here's the pump going. Suplex.
Launched.
No telling what you'll find under the ring here.
The Queen looking disgusted to be in the ring with her opposition now.
Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win?
Gonna try and unhook it now.
Victory is literally within reach.
Hands must be shaking up there, making it difficult to capture glory. Carmella has her hands on it.
The contract is in her. And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with this hold.
She escapes the attack.
Unmitigated demonstration of power.
And you still...
Well, that's one way to get out of it.
Got out of the way that time.
Flair with a top block.
Just doing anything they can to chip away at the base.
Off the top rope. Brought in the hard way.
It couldn't have felt good being shoved around like that.
Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly.
He's got it in her hands.
Can she end it here?
Seems to be struggling a bit up there.
Yeah, Sweaty Palms making this difficult.
Just fingertips away now. Reaching.
So close to victory. And what a maneuver we just saw there.
Needs to move quick here.
This might be her chance.
But it looks like that hook is causing a lot of problems up there. She's almost there.
Could have been Natalya's night here at Money in the Bank.
You're so close.
Gentlemen, we are about to witness.
It's over. Natalya grabs the briefcase and becomes Miss Money in the Bank.
Your winner of the Money in the Bank.
Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime.
The contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight. Off the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
Trying to reach it, trying to win.
Every second up there is allowing the opposition to recover. No hurry.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history is being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Ms. Money in the Bank.
What's Becky preparing here?
Suplex!
She's getting that ladder exactly where she wants it.
A crucial step. Might be time to look for exit strategies, gentlemen.
Ladders in position. Gonna make the climb.
She's reaching for it.
I assure you, this is even harder than it looks.
Try not to fumble around too much here. Becky's reaching.
Can she unhook it any closer to reclaiming her championship? Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Punisher.
Back into the ring she comes. She's headed to the outside. No threat of counting out here. And Tamina's confidence must be low after that attack. And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
She's heading outside the ring now. Smack dab in the center of the ring.
Perfect placement.
Climbing over to time. Victory is within reach now.
It's just a matter of time now.
No room for error on top of the ladder.
Carmella might need to start leaning on her in-ring IQ after an attack like that.
The Queen landing an impressive attack, trying to dominate the opposition.
She's in place. Can she end this here? The offense catching up with her now.
Yeah, Natalya showed that Hart family wisdom.
She's looking a little drained now.
Natty putting some old school know-how behind that maneuver. Nice standing backbreaker and takedown. And a super kick.
Lands a timely reversal.
Killer instinct looks like.
And she's going to try and make it up the ladder.
At the top, something major's about to go down.
The reversal by Becky Lynch.
Boom! Manhandle slam.
Oh, there it is. The disarm her.
She's trapped in the submission.
Up high.
She's set the ladder up dead set. And she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission hold.
Working on the hook here.
Any opening could be the opening. You just have to go for it.
From the top.
Oh, my. Big blow. Could be felt throughout the arena. Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy. Multiple knee strikes. Once again, it's her torso area taking the punishment.
There it is! Reversal!
Natalia with natty by nature.
Oh.
Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring. She's reaching up and trying to unhook it as fast as she can.
All eyes are glued high above the ring. Bam! Oh my goodness!
Powerful contact by Tamina. And she's only taking more damage at this stage.
And all of this pain and discomfort will make ascending a ladder very challenging.
And let's get caught that time by some hard-hitting offense.
Yeah, but when ladders are part of the match, you really can't expect anything less.
Oh, man, she finds a hard landing on the outside. Taking this fight back into the ring.
Flair delivering the chop, followed by natural selection.
The Queen has put an opponent in the dirt, and now the ladder to her throne awaits.
History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
5 women fighting for their key to destiny, willing to go through hell for it.
Spear by the Queen.
Off the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
This is the chance. Could be the only one.
The crowd is going absolutely crazy right now.
They know this could be it.
Tamina has it.
Fingertips away from winning the contract.
Game, set, match. This one's over.
That's it. Tamina has the briefcase. Tamina is Miss Money in the Bank.
The winner of the Money in the Bank contract.
Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their career.
There you see what it's all about. Tag Team Gold. Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match with a pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition.
Dropped up the clothesline, turn around, spinning combination. Here, what a move.
And a kick out.
The champion into the pin, lifts up the shoulder.
Trying to get this over with pronto.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
Oh my, what elevation.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
This cell is meant to contain all these superstars, but that's not to say this cell can't inflict unimaginable damage on those who step inside. We're going to see these teams tap into their barbaric nature.
20 years of Hell in a Cell, and this structure still surprises me with the ways it can torture every part of your anatomy.
Popped right in the face.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
It would be a very proud moment for the Anarchy family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of the elite specimens come from the Anoa'i blood.
Ow! Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. And now he's back into the ring.
And Jimmy Uso clearly ready for a fight here.
So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level.
You know, in basketball, they talk about super teams. Well, these two teams are the proverbial super teams in WWE. Brought down with a snapmare.
And the champs have really rocked. Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell. And Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And the New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell.
Here's the pin. Title could be decided. Kicks out after one.
Kicking out now sends a very clear message.
Run! He's got his head no stick!
And it looks like, yeah, he's donning the crimson mask after that move.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the titles as long as the New Day are champs.
And just being around the Usos, it's not only about winning the tag team titles, it's about stripping the New Day of everything that made them popular with the WWE Universe. It's about making sure the New Day never competes again.
It's never been just about the title, Saxton. It's about these two teams wanting to claim supremacy for themselves. Swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment.
Talking to Xavier, he told me the one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaotic rivalry. Therefore, only this kind of lawless match could finally put an end to it for good. Ooh, back into the ring here. The champ slowing down some now.
The way the cell tests your endurance, your resiliency is no joke.
And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the